have to apologize. Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines.
It was a moment that could go down as the most memorable in pageant history. Most of the world will remember the mistake. But for Filipinos, it was a crowning moment 42 years in the making. Their third Miss Universe, Pia Wurtzbach, coming home to a royal welcome. And that's exactly what Pia gave them. The Queen smiling and waving tirelessly as she paraded around Manila. Pia may be the only one wearing the crown, but an entire nation was basking in her glory. But to some, a glimpse wasn't enough. Their fans.
I've been waiting for 2 hours, so you can imagine how excited I am.
And then there are fanatics. This is Carmelo Gutierrez and his friends watching the Miss Universe pageant in 2010. It was the year they started their annual viewing party, which is really more than just sports fans watching, let's say, the World Cup in a bar.
What we do is we draw lots. So we put the name of the country, for example.
In the top 5.
All of those who are in the top 5.
So someone knows who's Miss Venezuela, who's Miss
Only you.
Yeah.
Only you. We don't
So
tell.
it's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
And this year I won because I got Miss Philippines.
And this crown is passed on.
Yeah.
You know,
Each of them has a different role model.
my grandmother. Whenever she watch Binibining Pilipinas, she has pen and paper.
In a different story.
Our family went here in Manila for the wedding of my brother. But interestingly, I asked my mom if I could stay in the house to watch Miss Universe instead of attending the wedding of my oldest.
Are you serious? What was it about beauty pageants?
Actually, my right term is beauty pageants is aspirational.
Okay.
It's someone else's dream, although you can't be there on stage, but it's so fulfilling to see your bet or someone who embodies a beauty queen qualities.
Wendell Capili, author of Mabuhay to Beauty, Profiles of Beauties and Essays on Pageants, offers a similar explanation.
Not all of them, of course, but there are members of the LGBT community who look at pageants as also a form of aspiration because they want to be a beauty queen, but they can't join a legitimate pageant. There are gay pageants, of course, but since they can't be Miss Universe, they look for one who will be one.
So what happened?
Al Villanueva found one in 2010 Miss Philippines Universe, Venus Ra. They went to the same school and had worked together in a fashion show.
I told myself that, my gosh, one day, I will watch Miss Universe and the representative is someone I know. And it did happen. And from then on, my gosh, Miss Universe will always be a top priority for me.
Well,
Venus finished fourth runner-up. That was the beginning of a winning streak for Filipino beauty queens, culminating in Pia's win at the 2015 Miss Universe pageant.
What are the factors that went into this kind of winning streak that the Philippines has had in the beauty pageant world?
Number one would be the rigid training that our candidates, that our delegates undergo for their international pageants. The preparations are really very, very tedious. And we have to give it to the organizers of these pageants.
Now let's do the neck exercises.
Training starts way before a girl wins a pageant, in so-called beauty camps run by the likes of Rogel Flores. He's produced, among others, 2 Miss International and 3 Miss Earth titlists.
So we have reached the age wherein the training here in the Philippines is super at par or even more than our global counterparts. And we have proven the track record.
Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss International, the Philippines has won them all. These girls want to follow in the footsteps of Filipino beauty queens, past and present, and they're working hard to make it happen. There are exercises for posture, the sway of the arms, tilt of the head, balance, and everything else in between, all while standing in 6 or 7-inch heels. And if those aren't torture enough, there's Rogel's trademark duck walk. It's how his girls learn to swing their hips while walking. All this on top of dieting, going to the gym, personality development, and mind exercises for the dreaded question and answer round.
I consider beauty aspirants as beauty athletes. You know why? Because they have what we train, what we teach them, they should employ it 24/7.
Okay. So when they get out of the beauty camp,
yes,
they
still have to
practicing.
practice it, even at home, at school, the right stance, the right proper posture, back posture, everything.
It's hard work, all right, but if it's what it takes to become a beauty queen, 17-year-old Michelle Guianan is willing to do it. Unlike most girls here, she isn't competing in a national contest. At least not yet. But as a finalist in the most prestigious pageant in her city, she could be on her way.
You really want to become Miss Universe?
Yeah, I really want to, because I want to show the world that being a woman or being a Caloocanyan is not just about having a beautiful mind, a beautiful face, but a beautiful heart to serve other people.
Spoken like a true beauty queen. And not just because she's smart and confident. She really takes pageants seriously.
Ipapakita po sa inyo. Bali, this is my notebook po. Ayan.
3 notebooks.
Yeah, 3 notebooks. Pero yung...
Like Pia Wurtzbach.
Pero itong pinaka-bago ko pong notebooks, konti pa lang po yung laman niya.
Okay.
Actually, yan. May 2016 goals. Let's make impossible possible. Focus is the secret of success. When you dream, dream big.
Michelle has dreamed of becoming a beauty queen since she was 3. Back then, her family lived in a big house. Her mother was a successful businesswoman.
I love joining pageants, lalo na yung i-express ko yung sarili ko, yung parang yung nakaharap ka sa maraming tao, tapos nag-model-model, yun yung gusto ko, yung rampa-rampa, ganun po ako nung bata.
But an unfortunate chain of events took over Michelle's life. Her parents parted ways. Her mother went bankrupt. And they ended up here, in a tiny room next to a slum community.
When life changed, how did that also change your perspective towards joining beauty pageants?
Actually, when my life changes, yung perspective ko po about joining pageants, nag-iba eh. Ang nangyari, parang contest is my business. Parang naging ganun po siya. Kasi there are times na even hindi ko naman talaga gustong sumali ng pageant na yon, pero gugustuhin mo eh. Lalo na kapag ka po yung time na walang-wala kayo.
She wants to finish her school and work.
But just like any business, there's considerable investment. The dresses, jewelry, and accessories, they don't come free. So whatever Michelle can't afford, her mother tries to provide.
How much of a stage mother have you become?
Before she joined for, I remember that very far, but I joined her and I look for money to pay our pamasahe and our food. I'm washing clothes for other people's clothes and massage. I'm doing that.
And if she has to make her daughter's clothes, she will. Beauty pageants may be seen as exploitative in other cultures, but to Michelle, her mother, and many other Filipino women, it's become a matter of survival.
It's aspirational that at some point, many of these families would want a family member to win because it will be the gateway for further success. It may cause the family to improve their financial status. For the girl, it may give her a chance to get a good job, to be able to finish school, send her siblings and family members to school, a better life for the family. It will also enable the girl not only to marry well, but make a difference in her community.
For Michelle, the Miss Caloocan pageant could be it. If she wins, she'll take home more than $2,000 and be one step away from a national pageant.
So this is it. It's Michelle's big night, the coronation night of the 2016 Miss Caloocan Beauty Pageant. Now, this may just be a local beauty pageant, but judging from what I saw during rehearsals, it's going to be quite the show.
Caloocan 2016!
Michelle was among 17 contestants.
Michelle Mazigyan, 17 from Guy 118!
Each of them had supporters in the crowd. Michelle had her mother. All the duck walking and arm stretching, now manifesting as she worked the stage in swimsuit and an evening gown.
The reason why they sustained their popularity in the Philippines was because many of these women who had actually won pageants and made their lives more relevant are not just beautiful women, but they became movers, leaders, and shakers in the respective communities.
The Philippines' first Miss Universe, Gloria Diaz, is an accomplished actress. Miss Universe 1973 Margie Moran is a prominent peace advocate. Now Pia Wurtzbach is raising awareness on HIV.
Join the magic circle of 10. Candidate number.
Michelle's chosen the same vehicle to get where she wants to be in life. Unfortunately, this wasn't her night. She failed to make it to the top 10. But she's not giving up. Why should she says, when the reigning Miss Universe didn't.
Talagang pinanood ko po siya. It was really cool. Naiyak nga po ako eh. Kasi yung story niya po na she joined Miss Philippines 3 times. Tapos yung pinaka-first na contest niya, nag-first runner-up siya. Nung second, hindi siya nagtagumpay eh. Nung third, yun na talaga yung na-achieve niya yung Miss Universe.
So, na-inspire ka doon?
Opo, na-inspire po ako doon na yung hindi po kailangan maging hadlang yung kahirapan for achieving your dreams.
And if it's going to take 1, 2, 3 more pageants to fulfill her dream, Michelle says, then so be it.